Hi everyone, this is Tabitha at Haystack Creations, and I have been given a challenge to create something with this beautiful kit from Romantica Arts. And on her Etsy, she has this kit, and it is just gorgeous. It's called the Romantic Rose Journal, and the detail of these roses, would y'all look at that? Just look at that. But I'm going to flip through here. There's about 22 pages of this kit, and we're going to use this in a project that we're going to do following this little flip through. But I just want you guys to see all the detail on this kit. The pages, they're absolutely gorgeous. The roses, the white script, oh, it's vintage, shabby, you name it. It is just gorgeous. But let's get through this. Like I said, there's about 22 pages here, and on some of these I blew them up so they'd be a real big full sheet so I could use them better in my project, and I'll show you what they look like blown up. But here is some of the kits. Look at this one. This one, you've got little other flowers in the background with the roses. Oh guys, you need to check this kit out. Okay, and then this one here has some greens. I don't know if you can see with my lighting in here, but it's got like a shades of green. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. This one has some wood grain with some flowers. Some more frames. And she also included some ephemera in with this. And this could be used as belly bands. You can use them as bookmarks. But isn't it gorgeous? Look at that. It's just gorgeous. Can't wait to play with it. There's some that you can use as cards. Some postcards we can use. And then she also included some tags, and we will use some of those. And like I said, you can shrink it and you can blow them up so you can make them as big as you want. Here's some little that you can use for like little journaling spots or backgrounds. You can cut them out. We're going to use some of those. Here's some that's already, you know, got some images of some roses on it. Now here is where I took and I blew up some of these, the first pages that you've seen. I kind of blew them up so I could use them more for a background for the project we're going to do. And here they are blown up. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Alejandra did a wonderful job on this kit. Look at that. This has got a lot of like little stampings and scripts. And there's this one I like again. This one you might be able to see a little bit. It's got the green in it that I was talking about earlier. I've blown these up. So these would be some good full pages that we can use. So, with that being said of this project of using Alejandra's kit for Romantica Arts, we are going to make a Folio, an altered file folio. I'm getting tongue twisted. Okay, so we're going to get a file folder, and it's just a normal letter size file folder. It is 11.5 this way, and we need to measure, and we are going to measure 8.5 this way because that is where we are going to fold to make our pockets. And most of the journals that I do, you can make it any length you want to make it, but I'm doing 8.5 on this step right here. But you can do any size you want to do, but I am going to measure down to 8.5. Okay. And then I am going to get my scoreboard, if I can find it. Don't know where it might be. There it is. I am going to get my little scoreboard. I've got a little tiny one. One day I would get me a bigger one. But I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to score that line right there. Right where it was my 8.5. Okay? And the reason for that is whenever we open it up, we are going to bend this up, and that is what's going to give us our pockets. See? That's what's going to give us our pockets to our little book, to our little folio. Let's get those smushed down pretty good. Okay, so once you got that, and you've got it down good, you can go ahead and open it back up. All right, we're going to take the right hand side that's got this little tab here, and what you're going to do right in the center crease, you want to bring this around and kind of fold it not to it, not on it, but you want to go almost to it. So see, there's our little crease. We're going to take this side and we're just going to put it, you know, maybe 1/8 of an inch from that center line. And then mush it down here. Get your little bone folder or whatever it is you're going to use to make your end tight. So now you can see it's going to fold nicely and that little lip is not going to catch on it, okay? So there's that. Now once you do that, all you're going to do is take and let it fold itself over, just like that. And you're going to do the same thing to here. You can score you a little line if you want to, but I'm just going to fold it to do like 1/8 of an inch from that crack right there. And I'm just going to fold it down. And that's what's going to give me my other side of my flap. So there, you've got that. When you open it up, you've got that. Okay? Now we're just going to open it back up and we want to fold up our ends. Easy smeezy, guys. So you've got this. You might have to flatten your little selves back out here. Make it where the creases are good. Okay? And then you're going to have it to fold like this. But what we got to do now, once we folded this up, we've got to cut these little lines to form our pockets. So the easiest way I found to keep myself straight is I'm going to have to ink each of my little cracks so I can see them a little bit better. I don't have my glasses on and I don't have very good eyesight, guys. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to ink. See, now I can see that line. I'm going to ink each one of these little lines. That way I can see it. You don't have to do this, but for me, I've got to do this so I can see it. Okay. So now, see, I've got those 3 lines and I can see them now. I should have done that so y'all could see the lines up and through here. I put a little bit on it. I'm gonna have to ink it all up anyway. Okay, so see there. Now, so we've got our little lines here for our pockets. Got our lines for our pockets. Now we got to take our scissors and we're going to have to slice each one of these. We're going to have to cut them open. So I'm going to turn it this way so I can see my lines. And I am just going to follow my line up to right there. And I'm going to do the same to the other 2. Just going to follow my line and go up to right there. Same on this one. Okay, so now I'm going to flip it over. We've got little sections that are going to turn into pockets for each section. Now, to get it to where it doesn't hang on itself, I mean, you might get lucky and it might not, but I'm just going to take a little bitty sliver off of each side, okay, off of each one of these insides here. And this is what I mean when I say I'm going to take a little bit of sliver. I'm turning it over, and I'm just going to barely trim enough to get it away from to get it away from that edge. It'll help if you cut it straight. I did not cut that straight. I'm not a very good line cutter. I cannot cut straight to save myself. And then you're going to do the same to the other insides. And you just kind of pull it off. This will help your pockets lay a little bit better, and that one needs more. And you can see if it's good enough away from your center line. There we go, there we go. Now let's get this one. I ripped that a little bit, but that's okay for me. And let's flip it over and do this side. Cut a little bit of that one off. Okay, see how it did it? It put little gaps in between it. That's what you're wanting. And that's going to give you your pocket. So whenever you close it, you want to double check it. Make sure it's closing good and not hanging. Now right here I'm hanging a little bit. So we need to go a little bit more off of this one. You feel it. You feel it. So there's that. Yeah, we're in business. So see, that's our layout. Now, guys, your folio is basically pretty much done. Now you've got to go back and decorate it. And that is what we're going to use Alejandra's, kit, RomanticaArts. We're going to use her kit to go put all of our backgrounds on here. Now, another thing is these little flaps. You can leave them or you can cut them off. I personally don't want them on there. So I am going to go take my little slicer and I'm going to slice these off because I don't want them on there. But you can leave them on there if you want. I don't want them on there. So I'm just going to put it in my slicer and I'm just going to slice them right off. I don't want them. Like I said, you can leave them on there. You just have to decorate around them. But I don't want them on there. Okay, so now mine looks more like just a little booklet, kind of thing. Like a little folio. And then, of course, we're going to have signatures here. So it's going to give us our little book-like folio. Okay, so there we go. Now we've got to decorate. The front side, when you fold it over, the front side, if you're going to use a ribbon closure, you need to go ahead and put your ribbon on and get that up out of the way before you put anything on the front side. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate the insides. You can start anywhere you want to, but I'm going to do the inside. And on the pocket parts here, I want to put book pages. That is, I like book pages, so on that part I am going to put book pages. Okay, so first off, I'm going to put book pages on these, and then I'm going to put some stuff of Alejandra's on there. So, I am going to get me some book pages here. I'm going to trim me up some. Get all the extra off of it. Oh. That one ripped a little bit. Okay. So, we are going to put it on here and measure to where I need to cut. And let's go right about there. Right about there for that one. My cutter is like cutting it, but that's okay. I keep it. I don't care if it's ripped. Gives it a little character. I don't want it ripped. I do care. I don't want it ripped. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe I won't use that. I would just use my scissors. We will just use scissors. My cutter is messing it up. Okay. So now you're just decorating. Decorating it up. Okay. I'm going to use some glue stick. I'm going to move my cutter up out of the way for now. Get my little blue mat. And we're going to put some glue stick glue down. Glue it on there. So here's one. For one pocket. Let's do another one here. Cut these little edges off. And let's do this one over here. I know it's going to be right about there. So let's cut that, and then we're going to have to shorten it a little bit. And we're going to shorten it. A little bit more. Little bit more. I don't like to measure. Really, I don't. Okay, so we got that. Get off here. Some glue. And let's put that on there. And if I'm not real even, I will go back and fix that later. Okay, so got me some book pages there. And let's not cut this one down as much and just use the whole sheet. How about that? Well, we can cut it down some. It will work. I didn't know if my page was going to be wide enough. Okay, where's my pencil? We got a spot here we need to do, and we need to cut right about there. Okay, so let me cut across here. And then let's cut across here. So I'm just using up some book pages for now. And then we will put that on there. Okay, now we need one more. One more, and we got some left, so that will work. That will work. Okay. Last one to cut there. And let's glue that one on. So this is working on our pockets. Okay, so now we got our little pockets going here. Now let's, before we because we'll go back and we're going to decorate those. But let's get the inside. Let's find something to put down on the inside, and let's use some of RomanticaArts gorgeous papers. Let's see. I think I can fit both right there, maybe. Okay, I'm going to get my slicer back again, and I'm going to slice the white edges off. slice the edges off of it so we can see what we got going here. But I think I'm going to use this in the middle part. Oops, we didn't get all of it off there. Oh, we got it. So I think we're going to use this in the middle part because when you flip it up, it hides some of it, so it don't have to be that long. You'll see your pocket's going to kind of hide some of it. So if I'm short, that is okay. So here, and then I've got enough to stretch it to do the center part here with these. So what I'm going to do now is I'm measuring from this one. I'm doing this little section right here. So my line is, let me ink it so you can see the line. So y'all can see the line. I have to ink it anyway. I'll do this one too. Okay. Oops, let me do this one. Let's get this one. Okay, now you can see the sections. My poor camera. One day I get me something different in here. Okay, so with that being said, I just need to make sure I'm going all the way up to the top. That it's all the way up to the top. And my line is right here. So this is where I'm going to cut. Right there. For this piece. So this piece, let's line it up in the slicer, and let's cut that. So that's going to be this piece. Moving out of frame. So this is going to be this piece. Like I said, I do got some here, but my pocket's going to come up, so you're not going to see that. Now, let's do this side. And I want this rose here on this side, so I'm going to slice right here. So let's put this back in here, get this in the slicer, cut that. So now we need to glue this down. You didn't cut it very straight. I didn't. There. Maybe that's a little better. Let's see. Oh yeah, that fits in there now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these two in. And that helps me with that one piece of paper. I used it to piece together and do the middle. I think I got just a little piece of it left off. Just a little piece. Not much. Okay, so now let's go ahead and glue that in. And get that up out of our way. And I'm just going to put it on my folder this time. So put that on here. Oops. Almost put it on wrong. Get it lined up there. And pull it on down. There we go. Here's my bone folder. Okay, see, we got that one. Now let's do the same to this one. Put some glue on it. Let's get this one down on it. And now we got that one. So there we go. So there's one section. Now we got to do something on this side. And on this side, I thought, let's just do something a little, you know, just something that goes with it. And of course, we're using the same kit, so it's all going to go with it. Make sure we're shutting good. Okay. So, there's we there. Now let's do these two sections. And leave these open for now. We can leave those open for now. Now we need to do this section. So let's see which one we're going to go with now. You know, I really like the way that wood would be pretty. Wouldn't it be pretty? I don't know. Let's see, which one do I want to use? And I do think that is the one I'm going to use. Maybe not. Oh, I like that. Ooh, that's fine. That's the one we're going to do. That is the one we're going to do. So let's cut the little whites off of this one too. The little white pieces. One more little corner here. Okay, now I'm going to do this side over here. So let's see, our line is right there. So we've got to cut it by that line. So I need to cut right there to make it fit. So let's get it in here and chop it. Now it should fit there. Well, I didn't go crooked. Woo-wee. We will fix that though. Even though it's crooked, I'm going to show you how to go back and fix it. So now we just need to cut it off about right there. We are going to decorate this bad boy up. Well, it is a little wonky, isn't it? But I'll show you what I'm going to do. No fear, it's just paper. Just have fun with it. That's what I'm going to do. Have some fun with it. Okay. Now, you could take washi tape, or you could take what I use, tissue paper. A coffee stained tissue paper. If I can find a piece. And I use that to cover things up like this. So that's just coffee stained tissue paper. And I don't care how I tear it. I just need pieces of it. And I'm going to take those pieces and I'm going to put it down through here. That way it kind of camouflages it a little bit, because I don't want all those yellow photo gaps showing, you know. So I'm just going to do that. Let's see, my photo, I'm just going to go ahead and start it right here. See how that does? It just kind of camouflages it, and it gives it a cute little look, and it covers up those yellow lines. If you don't want them to see, I mean, I haven't got it inked, so my inking may cover it. I'm not for sure. And then put you down another piece. And this is just handmade washi tape. See? And that's going to cover it up, and it gives it a little vintagey look. You know, I think so. Spruce it up a little bit. Put another little piece right up in here. There we go. And I gotta keep going up. I don't want to leave out that top part. That covers our boo-boo, and you don't know that I did a boo-boo. See? Just kind of looks like it just off glides right in there together. See that? And then I'm going to do these two. So let's go ahead and get that done. But I want to get this one on first, and then we'll go back and do some more washi. Now I'm going to take this one, since it's the other piece of it. I want it to go, let me straighten that up. If not, I'm going to be crooked all over again. So I'm just going to cut it right off on that line. That should give me a straighter edge. Okay, it did. So let's go about right here. I need to go down here. I want that to be on the top. I want to make sure I get that. And then we're going to cut right there. Cut right there. A lot of cutting. But once you get it done, it is so pretty, guys. It really is. It's a cute little folio. Okay, so we need to go right there on that line. Okay, that's pretty good. That'll work. That works. Okay, now let's get it glued on there. And if you never used this stick glue, the Scotch Create stick glue, man, I'm telling you, that's some good stuff. So you ought to try it. Okay. So now we got that, and I've got a little piece here that I'm going to snip off to kind of fold with the folder. There. Because it's got a little curvy point there. Okay, so now let's go put some more little washi here and there. And on these here, I don't have to do them as much because it's not as bad as what that gap over there was. I can live with this over here. So I'm just going to start in the middle here and see how I like it and if I want to go more. Like right in here. See? And then we're going to put another piece over here. Well, let's go on and get that on there. Get another piece. Let's go on. I need to make me up some more of this. Comment below if you'd like to see me do a video on that. I don't mind to show you guys that, how I do that. Let's see. Put a little piece there. Put this little piece here. See? It just kind of gives it a more, I don't know, vintagey look to me. And we need a little piece up here. I'm just rubbing it around on my glue. And I went off a little bit, but that's okay. Let me get some of that on there. There. Now I just flip it over and cut that little piece right there off. See it? Cut it off. Okay. So, there we go. Maybe we need another little piece right there. Right there, because it's kind of sticking out odd. So let's do it a little piece right there. Now we got it. So now when we shut our little folders, so now we got the inside already, our base already on there. So we got this, we still need to do this side, and now we need to do this side. So let's see what we're going to do here. Maybe we will put the little wood grain on that side. I think that would look pretty. Let's use this piece. we shall use this piece. So let's get that on there. Get that on there. I'm just throwing my paper all over to the right side. I got stuck to me there. Okay, so now I'm going to take this piece and measure here. So basically I'm going to about that line right there. So just depending on what, you know, which one you decide to use is your measurements, and that's how I measure. I don't, like I said, I don't sit down and measure this one and measure that one. I just kind of lay it up here and see where it's going to fall. And this here, we've got it here, and I think I'm going to go to mark it right there. Where'd my pencil go? We're going to go to about right there on that side. So let's get that on there. Where did my line go? Where did it go? There it is. Can't see because of the green leaves. Okay. So like I said, if it pops up a little bit, I'm okay with it because I will go put some washi tape on it. Okay, I need a little bit more to come off of it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yep, that looks good. So now let's get this on here. Is it this way? Or is it this way? Oh, it's this way. This way. I'm telling you, that glue is sticky. Okay. And I got a little piece here that I'm going to cut off here. It's sticking out. Let's get that off of there. Okay. So there's that flip. Now we need to do this flip. Let's see if we got enough of this to go on there. And I do, guys. Check that out. Should I go there or should I make sure? I think we're going to make sure we got that dark color on the edge. Dark. So let me cut that down to size. And we're going to put this here. And there we go again. We're going to have some, we're going to need some washi on this joker because I'm a crooked cutter. So if you're a crooked cutter, use you some washi. Handmade washi. It looks the best to me. I know I'm messy. So we got that. We'll stick that on there. Get it there, and then we'll go back and we'll add some little washi on it. We'll make it, we will do it up. Okay. Well, I can't see real good because of the camera, so let me go this way. Flip it around. Okay, I think it's got it. Now, as you can see, I've got that big gap. So, all else fails, let's put some washi on it. And it can wrap around, who cares? I'm going to open that pocket up though. I can't get it on there real good. I'm just going to put my glue right there on it this time instead of trying to stick it with my... we'll cut it off. No biggie. We'll just trim it. I just need to make sure I get down here on it, so I hide all my boo-boos. So we hide all the boo-boos. Okay, now see, I've got that hanging over. I could go ahead, and I think I might, just for the sake of it, put me some glue and just wrap it on around. Just wrap it on around. Stick it on there. This little piece here, I'm going to nip it off. It's sticking to me. Ah, get off. Okay. Alright, so now let's look at it. Now we got our inside. We got our little flap. This one here, we have to do a little something different, because it's not dark enough, but I think of it as we go. So don't go, ooh, not yet. Don't ooh me yet. Well, get off there. There we go. Okay. And then when you close it, we've got this. And that's going to be the inside. Now we got to think of what we're going to do on the outside. And are we going to close good? Yeah. Now we can go ahead and glue down our pockets too, because we're... Or do I want to glue down my pockets? So I'm going to try not to do any sewing on this, just in case y'all don't have a sewing machine. Okay. Let's ink it. See if inking and cover some of that up. I might dull some of it, so I don't have to keep using my little washi. Yeah. Let's put some ink on it. I'm using walnut stain. Walnut stain. And let's ink the pockets here. I don't have enough camera space or desk space, do I? And then, let's see what we're going to do on these pockets. I'm not sure. I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking. Right there, we need to cut that off. Goes with the little thing. Cut a little bit more of this off. I'm hanging a little bit, and like I said, you're going to see that, you know, if you need to cut more off, you'll be able to tell. You will be able to tell. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get these pockets glued down, because I don't think I'm going to sew, because I'm just not going to. But if you was, right now is the time to do it. You go sew around your pockets. And you can do your sewing, you know, around your pages on the inside, because you want to do that before you do, you know, your front side. So, that being said, I'm just going to take me some glue, And I'm going to go on and glue down my pockets. And when I glue my pockets down, I'm just going on each side. Just each side of them. That way they can start drying good. Glue them down. And then we are going to try to think about what we're going to put on the cover. The front and the back. So we got those down. And now we're forming our pockets. So now we're formed our pockets. And to show you what I mean, you're just going to have a pocket here and a pocket there. So you got your 4 pockets there, okay? I'm trying to get it smushed down. Now I'm going to here on this end part, before we start doing the outside, let's look and see what Aleandra's got in their little thing here, in her little thing here. We got enough to do a belly band, maybe? Should we? Or what pockets? Just the tags and those. Okay, let's let me think here what I want to do. Pockets here, pockets there. What should we do here? We need some sort of pocket. You know, let's get these little cards out. How about that? Let's cut some of these little cards out and let's use them as a tuck. A little tuck, and then that way you can tuck something behind it. Maybe we'll tuck one of those tags that she has in her kit. And I love these roses. Can't tell you how much I love roses. And let's get that. Get that one cut out, and let's cut this one out. And I like this one here. This one here can be, let me just stamp a pretty rose on it. What do y'all think? This would be a good journaling card. Actually, we're going to save that. We'll use that as a journaling card. I think I'm going to use these 2 roses here. We put a rose here and a rose here, and we'll make little side tucks. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like I said, if I was doing this off camera, I would sew around these. I like to do in black zigzags. But for the video, I'm trying not to do any sewing. Okay. So we got that. Okay. Let's just glue some glue down this side. Just a little stream of glue this side. And we're going to stick it right here in the corner. And what that's going to do, it's going to form a little tuck. And that is what a tuck is. Okay. And let's do the same here. Let's get this one inked up. So I'm just thinking of this as we go. I can't really plan because I don't care how much I plan, I'm going to change it. So it's best for me just to get on here and go with the fly. Just go with it and see where it takes me. So y'all are watching me as I think. Like I said, I would sew around this, but we're not going to do it for the video purposes. Okay, let's put some glue on these two sides right here. And let's get that down. See, that hit my little boo-boo. Told y'all. Told you. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. That was my phone. But okay, so now we've got the little corner tucks, and like I said, you can put your little whatever in there, and we will put some stuff in there, but let's just go on and keep going here. So now this is what we've got. We've got our pockets. We've got this flap with corner tucks. Now when we close it, we've got to do something, you know, on this side. And I do think that I am going to use a string to, you know, tie around it. So I need to put that down before we put anything on top here. Okay, so let's figure out what we're going to do here. But first, let's figure out what I'm going to use for the flap, because I don't really know yet. Let's see. Should we use something like this? Or should we use something like this? What do y'all think? Like that? I think so. I think I like that, because I can put the little corner here, and then this side, the flip side, will have that. So yeah, sold. That's what we're going to do. We're going to use this as the cover. So let's set that aside, and let's see, what color of this stuff are we going to use? Should I use pink? Should I use red? Or should I use that? Ooh. I think I might just use this, because that would go really pretty with that color. Oh. I don't know. What do y'all think? Or should I use green or pink? Got this kind of green. It's more of a softer. I think I'm going to go with this one. We will go with that one. So, let's move that, throw that over there, and I want to get this wadded up a little bit. So I want the crinkle look. So to wad it up, I'm just going to wad it up. I'm going to wad it up, and I'm going to spray a little bit of water on it. All kinds of tricks today. And I'm just going to let that crunch up, and I'm just going to set this aside for a minute while we cut this down, because that'll give that time to crinkle up a little bit. Okay, so let's cut this down. I need all these little edges off again. All the edges off. Okay, a little bit more there. Didn't get it all done. Get all of it. There, we got it. Okay, so let's move this out of my way. And the front side, we'll open it up like this. So see, so far we've got the inside, the flap. Now let's flip it over, and we need to do this side would be our front side. So with that, I'm going to put this one. Or do I want this one? Oh, we gotta have the pink on the front. Got to, got to. So first let me just see how wide we got. And I need to go about right there. Let me find my pen, my pencil. And we go right there. So let's cut that down right there. Okay. So that's going to go there. And it is just a little too short. But we've got ways around that, guys. I'm telling you. I need to cut a little bit more off in the width. So let's go just a tiny bit more. Just a tiny bit more. My cutter's got something stuck on it. Tiny bit more. Let's see how that did. I think that did it. Okay, so there's our front. I'm going to put that over here. And now let's get the back side. The back side's going to go this way. So, doing the same thing. I need to cut it right there. And one marker. Put this in here. And slice that off. Okay. So, we got that and we got that. It is a little short, but if you notice, we did use some book pages. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put something down across the top. And this time I'm just going to rip. I'm not going to, and all I'm after is I need to get something down along this edge here. So I don't need to, it don't matter what I got going here. I just need something down there. Oops. Well, sticky, sticky. Everything's sticking. So, okay. And I'm going to do that top and bottom on both sides. Top and bottom on both sides. That way that kind of hides, you know, what I got going here. Oops, we want to go this way. Glue it down. It's going to be covered up. You're all thinking, what is this crazy lady doing? Well, I don't know. There goes my dog. Now I'm just going to cut that off. Right even. Cut it right even. It's my dog. She sees something. Okay, so there's that part. Now let's do the same to this part. Strips here. Ways to cover up the boo-boos. Like I said, guys, it's just paper. Just paper. Okay, let's do the bottom here. Mower. Okay. Now let's cut that off. Flip it over and cut it off. Okay. Where did my glue go? Little piece there. Just stick that down. And we need to get that little piece there cut off. Okay. Now, this is what we got. We got our inside, we got our pockets, we got our little flaps with our little tucks. Now we're going to work on our front side. Now I need to put my ribbon down before I can glue my pieces on, okay? So now let's get our little ribbon here, and I want it to have brown on it. I want it to kind of look aged. So I'm going to take my and just dab it into my inker. I'm just going to dirty it up. Another little trick. Another little trick. So now I want to make sure I got something long enough. Just cut me a piece, and I am going to get me some Fabri-Tac this time. I'm going to put it right here in the center of this, if it will come out. If it will come out. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Give me a blob down there. And take one end and glue it in there. Glue it on there. I'll just stick good. And then flip it around, and let's do the other side the same way. Right across from it. Put the other end down. Slide it in that glue. Get enough on there. Okay, so that's got to dry. And in the meantime, we can go on and cut our little ends open. See, now we got our ties. Make sure I got it flipped the right way. And now I go ahead and I can start gluing down my covers. Okay. So we got that there. That's going to go there. Let's get some, let's use some of this glue while we're at it, since it's out. Plus we're going to be going over that. Get some glue on it. Glue, glue, glue. And let's put this down. Okay. And some more glue up here. Smash it down on there. Now let's do this other side the same way. Other side the same way. And let's get it down. Okay, that's what we got. Okay, you got your flaps. You're going to close it, and now you got your string to tie it. Now, and see, you've got some book pages showing up there, so it's okay that it's short. It still looks good. Now, what we need to do is we need to put our signatures in. So I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to gather up my stuff, and I'll be right back with the signature to do the signatures. Okay, so now we need to do the signatures. We basically got the construction of our little book, and it's going to come around and it's going to tie. We're going to tie it. Okay, and there's front and the back. So now, whoops, need a little bit more glue right there, don't I? There. So now we need to do the signature because we're going to have a little booklet in there. So it is going to be a little book. So I picked out, I'm only going to do a small one. So I'm only going to do 4 sheets of paper. And I'm just going to fold them all in half. Fold them all in half. My 4 pieces of regular copy paper. And these are some that I have coffee stained and dyed. Okay. Now I'm going to put them together. The way that I want them. And now we're going to have to measure it to see, you know, how, we know it's going to be long enough. So the length is going to be fine, but I know it's going to not be as wide enough. You know, my pages are going to be too wide. So it looks like when I put them in there, like that, when I put them in there, it looks like I need to come in about an inch, I guess, is what I need to rip off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my tear ruler, and I am going to rip off about an inch off of each one of these. Not quite an inch, but let's see. I'm going to rip an inch. Rip an inch. That way it'll be the same on all of them. So I'm ripping off an inch. Put that in a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Now I can put them back together. And now I've got me a signature. Let's see if I need to rip. I think this one here I'm going to have to rip off some more. Let's see. No, we're in there good. Fits in there nice. They don't have to be perfect. You know, it's just a little folio. Doesn't have to be perfect. But that's going to bug me. So I'm going to take a little bit more off of this one. There. It's the middle page, or the very front page. So they're a little, the way it's folded. Okay, so now we got our signature. Okay. Now we got to put it, we've got to sew it into our book. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to open it up. I'm going to line it up in my little crease. Okay. And I'm going to clip it so it doesn't move on me. This is the way I do it. I don't know. There's probably other ways. But I am going to clip it so that way it doesn't move on me. Okay. I'm going to get my awl. And I need something to smush it on. So let me find my magazine. Now I need to make three holes. So I'm going to go one about here. Oops. One about here. So I'm going to poke it all the way through. So it goes all the way through it. There's one. Let's do another one about right here. Make sure it goes all the way through. Okay. And then we're going to do another one about 1 inch from the bottom. So there's my 3. Okay. So now I need to get me a needle and some thread. And I'm going to sew in my signatures. There's my needle. Let me get some wax thread. I'm just going to roll me out. Wax thread, I'm just going to roll me out some on it. And I am going to thread my needle. And I'm going to start on the inside because I don't want my tie to be on the outside. I want it to be on the inside. Or do I? Yeah, I do. I want to tie it on the inside. So I'm going to start, put my needle in, pull quite a bit up. Then I'm going to go to the top and go in that hole all the way through to the inside. Okay. Now I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. Make sure you pull it tight as you go. So it's tight on that side and tight on that side. And then I'm going to come back up through the middle hole. And when I come back up through the middle hole, I want to make sure I'm on the opposite side of my little wax thread here. So I got one sticking out this way. Now I'm going to put this one coming out this way. So make sure you got it tight. And I'm going to cut some here. I can take my needle out now. Now I've got one thread coming out this side, and I got one thread coming out this side. And I'm just going, wow, that's awful long. And now I'm just going to tie me a knot. Tie a knot this way, one knot, and now I'm going to come back and I'm going to tie my knot the opposite way. Got me 2 knots, and I think that will be very well. That does good. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it just a little bit longer. To about right there to where it hangs out. Just in case, you know, I want to put some little dangles or something on it. I could tie some little dangles on it. But easy as that, guys. So now we've got our little folio. It's got our little signature in it. Open it up, you got a pocket, Open it up, you got a pocket, and you got a pocket. Pretty cool. And just fold it over, close it up. So is that not cool? Or you can just do it like this. And then tie it, and you're good to go. And you got your little folio, a pretty little folio. Okay, so now let's go ahead and cut up some tags and get some tags in our pockets here. And we were going to make this here a journaling card where you could write on the front and the back. So this came off the kit. So we're going to use that. We're going to ink it up a little bit. And we're going to we'll just put that in here. So it can go right there. It's pretty cool. Now let me find those tags. Look there. Aren't those gorgeous? You see, it's like it's got already printed on lace and stuff. Just gorgeous. I love it. And here I'm just going to cut them out. And then I'm going to ink them up. We're going to tie some little string on the hose, and we're going to use them as We're going to use them as is. And of course you can add your other, other things in with it. This is just, using the kit with what we have. Okay. Get that little piece of white off there. Okay. Let's ink this one up. I'm going to see it with the hole punched in it. Ink it up. And you can always back it with, with some coffee stain paper or some more of the paper, out of RomanticaArts kit. But I'm just doing this kind of fast just so we can get a little bit of an idea. Now we need, I need a paper, I need a hole punch. Where's my hole puncher? Where is my hole puncher, guys? I guess I used this big one here. I thought I had my little handheld one, but I can't find it. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna punch the hole. And then I'm gonna ink that hole so it's not as noticeable there with the little white around it. Okay, so there's one tag. Let's get another one. Let's go ahead and cut all 3 of them out. And fill our little ticket book, or our little folder. Ink this one up. And let's punch a hole in this one. Okay, and we got another one here to cut out. I'm really liking this. I think it's turning out very cute. It's really pretty. Pretty background. And the roses, oh, the roses are so detailed. Let's cut this one, and we'll get some ribbon up in it, or some, sorry, let's use sorry. Let's see, what colors we got here. Let's use some of this pink. We'll use some of this on this one right here. And I'm just tying the ribbon on it just to give it a little topper. Just to give it a little topper. Maybe my fingers will work. Turn that off. Okay, there's one little tag. We can use, and let's do some green. I'm not going to cut this yet until I get it in there. This green one I'm going to use in this one. Some of this in here. Put that one there. There's just a little green one. Green. And then we got this pocket back here. We'll put this one on, and let's see what we got here. Let's see. How about some light pink? Let's do a little light pink. Where's the end of it? Here we go. Let's use some of this one. And you can decorate, like I said, decorate your tags up, put them in here. I mean, it just makes it so cute. All the ephemera. So there's another tag right there. Okay. Now let's see what else we've got in this kit that we can use. Ooh, how about some postcards? Let's fill it up with some postcards. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Alright, I'm going to cut the postcards out. And these can all be journaling spaces, guys. The backs of them, you can leave them plain, you know. Cover them with some coffee stain paper or some tea stain paper or some colored paper. Or just leave it as is. And put some little lines on it. However you want to do it. But good little journaling spaces. Little spots. I like a lot of journaling. You know, I love it to be pretty. But I like a lot of writing room. So when I do my projects, I think I want pretty, but I need writing room. So that is what I try to do. I try. So let's ink this up on the sides here. These little postcards. And look here. Tuck a little postcard in here. Look there. There we go. Tuck a little postcard in this other side. Ink it up a little bit. Now let's tuck a little postcard in on this side. Cute. Now we need to see what else we got here. We've got 2 more postcards, but I think I got enough postcards. Let's use some of these little things here and cut those out and stuff those in there. I'm not a very good fussy cutter. I use my Cricut to fussy cut. Call me lazy. But we will cut some of these out. But how fun is this little folder? I'm telling you, seems like it's a lot long video, but as you get going on it, I mean, I'm having to stop and show and all this kind of stuff, but you know, so that makes my video a little longer. But you guys, I'm telling you, it's no time you can whip a little folder out like this, a little folio. But I'm just wanting to show you what all I could use out of this kit to stuff it. Okay, another journaling spot. Like I said, you can coffee stain it on the back. You can put you some little stitching on it. I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous. We could put it, you know, we could cover one up here. So with that being said, I think I've got 4 spots. Let's not do that. Let's go ahead and just make these part of the pocket. How's that? So right here we will do that. I think I'm going to do that. I like that idea. So I'm going to glue it down. See, as you go, you just don't know what you're going to do. So I got glue on that. So I'm going to put that down, and this makes a nice little pocket for me. Look at there. Nice little pocket cover. Plus, they can write on that. You know, that can be a little journaling spot. Oh, I like it. Good idea, good idea. I think I need a smaller pair of scissors, maybe. Maybe then I'd like to fussy cut a little bit better. I just don't. Like I said, I load everything in my Cricut. My poor Cricut gets a workout. But I got 4 of these. So, and I got 4 pockets. So why not? Let's just do it. And well, we can almost use up all of this kit. I'm excited. Okay, there's another one. Let's go on and get these other ones cut out too while we're at it. That way. Then all we got to do is ink them up and glue them down. You know? It has been raining here all day. All day. Rainy days make me so sleepy. Okay. Okay, we got one more to cut out. I tell you, I'm not a very good cutter. I get too anxious. It's like, oh, I'm at the end of it now. All excited. Okay. Let's move all my paper out of the way. All my mess. Let's ink up these. Cover up all my little white spots. This is fun. Really fun. Okay, there's one inked up. Let me go on and ink the others while we're inking. And then we'll get them glued on the pockets. We might not be able to put the other one on there because it's a skinny pocket. We might just pick out 4. We might not use that one. We might just use these. Because they got a little room where you can jot down things on. That one's more of a centered rose, but I will use it. Okay. So I think I'm going to put one, let's see. We'll do one here. What do you think? Right there. So we'll put one there. Some glue down. And we'll glue one here. Right there. And now let's put another one here. And I'm thinking we will go with that one. What do y'all think? I think so. I think that's what I'm going to do. So that way, there's extra writing room. You can jot little things down right there. See? Now, this one, you know, will it work that way? Nope, I don't like it like that. I don't like it like that. Okay, I think I got enough there. Will it tuck in there? No, it's too big to tuck in there. Too big. Too big. Let's see what else we got in the kit. Got some more of those, which I don't need those. So I think I pretty much used all the ephemera. I could put a little tag down in there. I could do that. Maybe. This one might be too big too. It's too big. It's too big. So we'll just go over here with it. Got a little postcard. Okay, so let's get this thing put together and see what we got. I'm going to go ahead and put this in with this. We'll use that as a little journaling card too. How's that? There we go. Now let's see what we got. Let's see. Close that up. Close that up. Oh no! Look. Let me put it here. Ha! There we go. Close it here, and let's get this tied. Let's tie it. See what we got. See what we got. How it's gonna look. Well, that ain't gonna do. And I just sit there and tore that up. So I don't know what I'm doing. Let's put that back down. There. There. Let's not go that way. Let's just go right like this. Tie it shut just like that, like I should have. I don't know what I was doing. Eek. Okay, so tie it shut. Tie us a big old bow. And that would be a folio that can go right in. I'm just going to go ahead and cut these little strings off there. It can go right in a journal as a little folio. You could send this just like this. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's got the writing space and everything like that. Look at that. Isn't it cute? You got your sewn in signature. Now when you untie it, you open it up and you've got some ephemera here and a little tuck. You open that up. You've got another pocket to put something in. Let's see what we can find. You got another pocket you can put something in. Well, we could use one of those bookmarks. You know what? Let's do that real quick. Because I did see them. Now, where did they go? And they're skinny. Didn't I see bookmarks? Or belly bands. Well, I know I did. Where did they go? Here they are, right here, I bet. Yes. Let's take one of these real pretty ones right here. This one right here. And let's go ahead and put that in there. Because that could be like a little bookmark. Or it could be a belly band, or it could be whatever you want it to be. I am going to use it like a little journaling card. And I think it would be very cute. Okay, let's ink it up a little bit. So we don't have no white edges showing. Now check it out. There we go. Look at there. Ha! Now we got another little journaling card right there. We could even do it up and we could put a little tag on there. Let's see. We can make it stick a little, since we're not going to be sewing. I could do this. I could put this on there and just staple it on there, you know. You can use your stapler and just staple it. Where is my stapler? I'm going to staple it. Let me get it out of there. So see, now you got your little tab there. And you can always go back and put you something, a little button right there to cover that up. That works. Just do it up. Now you've got that. You've got a card here to write on, and it's got a little home here. You got a tag here. You got a postcard to write on. You can write something here. You've got all this space here to write on. You store your favorite memories and stuff in, or notes. You've got another little pocket here with a little journaling spot, another little tuck. You open it up, you got another tag you can journal on the back of. You can journal right here. You can journal on this tag. You can journal right here. And you got your little postcard. Now, how cute is this little folio? I love it. Great additions to add to your journal, you know, when you're working on your journal, to put it in there. Great to send for Happy Mail. It will not fit in a regular envelope, so it's going to cost you a little postage. So it depends on how thick you make it, you know, and what all you put in it. But I just really like it. I mean, just like that, there's nothing really to it on the front or on the back. It's just the digitals from Romantica Arts. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here. Thank you for hanging in there with this long video. I know it was a long video, but I hope that this put some inspiration for you guys. And you guys have a good day. And as always, happy crafting.